All right, so our third artboard is all about the pen tool, and I know it's really repetitive, but you're going to do this one last exercise. Right now we have everyone in the class kind of working together on the same project, so I want to make sure that everybody is on the same page. So here we have our different pen tool icons, which I expect you to know by now. So I'm going to grab the pen tool. So over here on my toolbar, notice how the shortcut to the pen tool is P. So if I hit P on my keyboard, it automatically selects that tool. I want to pen tool these silhouetted gray shapes. So here we have the little star. So it looks, this isn't quite exactly the same, but it's the same thing, like star, X, whatever. That means I'm starting my first point of an object. So I can click. Okay, there's my, if I want to delete it, there's a little minus, so I could just subtract it, but that's not what I want to do. I'm going to click and pull. Okay, remember Alt, change the direction of a handle. Okay, kind of click around. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so I can really see what I'm doing. When I hold down Alt, see how it changes into a little carrot shape of altering a handle? So that way I can kind of go in and edit that. Remember that we're not going to be super picky about these paths yet, because that's what the direct selection tool is for. Okay, so I'm going to keep working, click and pull on my shape here. Okay, and when I'm almost done, I need to make sure that I click on the very first point. It should have the circle saying that you went all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom out again, Control minus or Alt and scroll back. I need to edit these points. I'm going to grab my direct selection tool, or I could hit A on my keyboard, but that's kind of a weird shortcut to remember, so I don't expect you to remember that. I'm just going to go in and edit these points. So it looks like here's an area where I probably should add an additional point. So I'm going to grab and hold my pen tool, and I'm going to go to the Add Anchor Point. I'm going to click and add an anchor point there. So when I go back to my direct selection tool, I can kind of put that here at the bottom of the hill, edit this handle so it goes up. This is a little bit more accurate. So I'm going in and dragging these points around, adjusting the handles. Okay, this looks pretty good. All right, so I can change the color here. So I select it, I can change colors over here. Make it something other than gray, make it kind of a noticeable color. Okay, back to my pen tool. Just kind of, this is a whole new shape. Okay, let's say you somehow get distracted, you do something else, and then you go back to the shape, has a star. I want to keep working on this shape because this should all be one continuous path. The diagonal slash means that you want to begin working on a deselected path. So when I see that, when I try to hover over like the last point I made, that means it's going to continue working from there. Okay, so just continue working with your pen tool. Remember, Alt changes the direction of your handles. And use your direct selection tool to edit where those paths are going. Okay, so you want to finish up all of these little shapes and make the color other than gray or black. And make sure you save.